Charlie from the Bayou State of Louisiana. Here at Cajun Roots Reseller, you make me an offer and I'll take it. You got the dollars, go see Johnny, he's got it all. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man, see the special man. You got the dollars, make me an offer. New England Cajun Roots, Johnny understands. Johnny understands. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man, see the special man. I say, I say, I say. Who says I say, I say? Johnny says I say, I say. When everyone says no, Johnny say yes. Special man.
First in the mornings, originally from the Bayou State of Louisiana. Here at Cajun Roots Reseller, you make me an offer and I'll take it. You got the dollars, go see Johnny, he's got it all. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man, see the special man. You got the dollars, make me an offer. New England Cajun Roots, Johnny understands. Johnny understands. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man.
Hello, hello, good morning, and welcome on this TGIF. How's everybody doing today? It's currently 32 degrees here in Massachusetts, and yes, we're going to get some snow this afternoon and late tonight. First in the chat was Angela. Hello, good morning, and welcome, and how are you doing? And Regina. Hello, good morning, and welcome. Today's quote and positive thoughts. Remember to aim for progress, not perfection. I like that. Glenn, hello, good morning, and welcome, and how are you doing? Good to see you. Yes, I do remember that book, but I can't believe they returned it because they changed their mind. That's a lot of money to return something, right? Oh, wow. At least you get to resell it. And Tina, hello, good morning, and welcome, and how are you doing? And look at Robert's in the house. He's off today. Yes, he's working and lurking. And Tina, how are you doing this morning? Good to see you. Welcome. Yep, customer pays for returns. Interesting how they pay that much, though. Let's see here. Little Debbie, hello, good morning, and welcome. Hope your mom is doing well. And I'm glad to hear you taking care of her. And Jay, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Does anyone do yard sales? It is better to have low and all for a buck or mine. Aha, and will be priced. We haven't done any garage sales, but we go to a lot of them when we can. Yeah, 70s and 20s in the morning. What? And that's our Facebook side. Let's see. Everybody's chit-chatting back and forth. Chrissy and Stacy, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are y'all doing? Good to see y'all. Welcome. Amy, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. And Teresa, hello, good morning, and welcome. If y'all missed it yesterday, Teresa Yarn again and Dawn Southern Finds and Tuchman, they are part of the East Coast Resellers, and they just got their 2-year anniversary they did last night on their show. TZ, hello, good morning, and welcome, and hope your husband's doing well, and you too. Good to see you. Welcome. Ellen, hello, good morning, and welcome, and how are you doing? And thank you again for having me on yesterday on the auction you had yesterday and getting together. And it was an honor and a privilege to be able to be part of your show yesterday. Thank you so much for having me. I had fun. Then I figured out what was my issue with my camera. For some reason, when it reset, it didn't do autofocus. That's why I was having issues yesterday with my focus. It ain't doing it no more this morning. Yeah, I made sure to fix that. That's what it was. Also, the problem with YouTube and StreamYard yesterday too didn't help matters. Hello, good morning and welcome, Nana. How are you doing? Good morning, hello and welcome. And only in a few hours I get to meet Susan. Awesome. Hope you have a great time. Hello, chat. Working and listening, mostly yelling my answers in the phone. Okay. Thank God we don't hear you yelling. Whoever's on the other side, I feel sorry for their ears. First book in our children's series. We used to do the indoor garage sales, and that's right. That was back in Louisiana. I used to do a fundraiser for the Night Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, and that was an indoor garage sale, which was awesome. All the money that I made all proceeds went to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society from Light the Night Walk. Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. But we haven't done it since we moved here, though. I missed that. Yeah. Jennifer, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Aw, it was fun for me too. A lot of less work. Yeah, you're right about that. I saw that you were using that. About the time. Yep, there ain't nothing wrong with that. Ruby Girls Auction tonight at 7. There's the link. Don't forget, set your reminders. I also want to thank those who sent in items to the show for today. Don't forget, every Friday we do this Would You Buy It or Would You Leave It? It's a game we play where you would let us know in the chat if you were to buy it, what would be the most you'd pay for it, how much you think it's sold for, or would you leave it? And today we have a great lineup, and I want to thank those who sent in items. And I've never seen someone send me a listing for the first time from Depop. And then all of a sudden I see a whole bunch of Depop commercials on Facebook. Go figure. I'll open the link and there goes my advertisement right there on Facebook. They knew that I was in Depop. Of course, I had to sign in to get the listing, but that's okay. Now I get to check and see what Depop's all about. And our first item is going to be from Depop, and it was from Veronica Mitke, who sent it in. She was the first one who sent in something last week. So don't forget to send in your email items, the link to the item that's sold, and in the email, make sure you include how much you paid for it, where did you buy it, if you know how long it took to sell, and if you took an offer, what was that offer for her? And Ashley, hello, good morning, and welcome, and how are you doing? Good to see you. And so didn't eBay buy? I'm not sure, but I had to sign in and create an account just about to open up her listing. It wouldn't let me do it, but I did it. I used my email, my business email. I saw Tim did a short about Depop has been bought by eBay. Tim, which Tim? Robert said, I'm not sure. Tina, several participant neighborhood yard sales. Let's see, where's Carol? I haven't seen her yet. Y'all probably tired her out. She was on there with you all day yesterday, wasn't she? She was so funny. She's like that every day, all day long, Ellen. Yeah, she's always like that. Yeah. She like that all the time. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So without further ado, let's get into our program of the day.
It's time for everybody's favorite segment where we ask,
would you buy it or would you leave it?
The game show that asks, when you're out and about sourcing, would you buy it for resale? How much you would pay for it? Or would you leave it? And now the host of Would You Buy It or Would You Leave It, Johnny Cajun Roots Reseller.
That's right. We're going to get started today. And this first item was sent in by Veronica, and it's from Depop. So let me bring that up. We'll get started. Now, what I had to do with this one is I had to, there we go. Yep, I'm down here. I'm over here. I had to open the pictures because when I open the listing, it won't let me hide or open pictures. So I'll show you the pictures first, reminding myself not to click on the actual listing because I had to open each picture separately so that you can see the pictures. This is a Disney's men's red and pink shirt, long sleeve shirt. There's the embroidered on it. There's the other side. There's it's 100% cotton, medium, the Disney store. And there's a little bitty stain that she's pointing out right there, which is pretty cool. And there's the sleeve. And there's the back of it. So would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it's sold for. And there's Veronica in the chat. This is her item she sent in. And I'm going to be looking forward to checking out Depop. Let's see. I heard yesterday somebody on YouTube, Debbie. Let's see. I'm really interested in Depop. Out of curiosity, Veronica, do you have a referral code? If anybody would like to check out or even sign up for Depop, let us know. Good to see you, Veronica. Thank you for sending this in. Yep, you sure did. You were first on the lineup. That looks familiar. Why you say that, Robert? Did you see this somewhere before? Shout out to Patrick. Good morning. Good to see you. Tim is over the years reselling. Oh, okay. I'm going to have to look up his channel. I think I might be following him. That name sounds familiar. Over the years. Why does that sound familiar? All right, would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, what would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it's sold for? Regina says, pick it up for $1 and sell it for $30. TZ says, I'd pick this up for $5 and sell it for $15. Okay, thank you. Oh, you can drop it in the chat. Oh, Veronica knows why it looks familiar? Okay. Robert does not get to guess on this one. Oh, okay. Definitely are following. Okay. Cheryl, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? We used to watch with glassware. We used to watch his glassware videos. Okay. That might sound why it sounds familiar. Thank you, Jennifer. Amy says, pick it up for $5 and sell it for $25. Yes, please hit the thumbs up. That'd be greatly appreciated. Oh, yes. I am following him. Yep. Yep. Over the years, sports. That's a different channel, huh? Yeah, that channel is a different channel, Jennifer. That one is for Over the Years Sports. I'm not sure if it's the same person. No, that looks like somebody different. Nope, it is him. So he's got another channel. Okay. All right, so he's got two channels. Okay. I can guess on the sold. Yeah, you can. If you're not sure where you got it, if you did see it and whatever, yeah. I know he don't. Oh, Ellen, I know it's not it. That's my husband. I know he don't have this one. Okay. Yeah, that's why I remember now, Robert. We used to watch it, and then I followed him from Robert. Yeah, I don't think Depop gives referrals. At least I didn't see. Okay, thank you. I want to make sure you get credit, girl. Let's see. Teresa says, pick this up for $1 and sell it for $129. Good morning, hello, and welcome, Melinda and Sweet Zane. How are y'all doing? Good to see you. Same guy. Yeah, I see it now. I checked out both of them, but I am subscribed to the first one, and I just subscribed to his sports one. Robert said, sell it for $49. Yes, the glass guy. Baby girl vibes. Hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Yeah, I remember him now that Robert used to watch him, and then I followed him from watching him off with Robert. That's how I find some people Robert watches. They're like, oh, I don't have that one. Let me check them out. And then I follow them. All right. So this again came in from Veronica. And Paul, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Gate City Paul in the house. All right. So she picked this up. Veronica paid $1.13 at the Benz. She actually recently sell on Here's a recent sale on my Friday show. I paid $1.13 at the bins. She said it took 3 weeks to sell, and she got it for full asking price. And I can close these pictures now because I don't know why Depop makes me. I had to open them separately so y'all don't see the price because it wouldn't let me hide it. She sold it for, because if I did that, you wouldn't see the pictures, $105 minus their fees. But sold it for $105 minus the Depop fees. Not bad. And I'm also following you now, Veronica, because I was able to visit your store. So I'm going to drop this one. If y'all not following Veronica on her Depop, here's her link. Check it out. I'm following you, girl. I'm going to move this over because I want to make sure I have that one. I want to check that out. All right, now, move that over there. All right, now let me close this out, unstart my email, and go to the next one. These are the next few are sent in by Regina. Red Arrow Resell. Close that one. All right. These are some Elsie the Purple Cow Kitcheny Japan Creamer Sugar Bowl Salt and Pepper Shaker Set. I think this is the one where that cow, you put the milk pours out of its mouth. There's the salt and pepper shakers showing off their honeys. Cute. They got their stoppers. There's the creamer. The milk comes out of its mouth. Cute. Got some crazing going on there. Cute, cute, cute. I remember these when you brought them on the auction. Nobody bought them. And that must be the sugar dish. Yep. Cute. It's cute, but I wouldn't have that in my kitchen. That's not something I'd put in my kitchen. I would buy it to resell, but not for my kitchen. Happy birthday, Dez! Today is Dez's birthday, y'all. Happy birthday! Hello, good morning, and welcome, and hope you're doing well. I get excited when I see people I haven't seen in a while. I know today's her birthday because I just sent her a message on Facebook this morning. Everybody tell Dez happy birthday. And Auntie Mama, hello, good morning, and welcome, and how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. That is a good sale, yep. Yeah. And it was amazing. It was a men's shirt, too. There's her channel right there, y'all. Check her out. Props to Robert and everyone in the Beardos chat for making me list it at a higher price. Oh, that's how he knows where that came from. Post a video today for the first time in a year. What? I'm about to check it out. Let me go check it out and book it before I forget it. I gotta find you back in the chat. Where you at? Right now. Just add to another tab over here. There we go. All right, let's see here. Beautiful. How are you doing, Des? Adorable. Ashley says she would pay $5 for these and resell them for $24. TZ said pick these up for $5 and sell them for $30. Angela says she would pick these up for $3 and sell them for $25. So it's a going price, it looks like, for $25. I'm a cheapskate. I can't uniquely imagine paying $100 for it. Yeah, right? But somebody did. Amy says pick this up for $5 and sell it for $35. Paul says he would pick this up for $5 and sell it for $30. They are adorable. I just don't put that kind of stuff in my kitchen. Not my kind of decorations. Forte kind of thing. That's right. Happy birthday, Des. Yeah, I already did that early this morning. I have it on the community calendar too, by the way. Everybody's saying, you're welcome, Des. Let's see. I spent $20 on a shirt and now new $10 if I thrifted. Okay. You turned 46 today. Oh, you're so young. Media Fairy. Everybody's saying happy birthday. Everybody's saying hello to Auntie Mama. Veronica. Okay, Veronica says pick this up for $2 and she would sell it for $28. I am very happy to be 46 each year. Is a blessing. You're right about that, Daz. I'm just happy to be alive. I was talking to somebody yesterday in reference to us getting up in age and how we always gone through our doctor's appointments and stuff. It's like, you know what's sad? When I was younger, before I even hit 20, I said, oh, Lord, I can't wait. I hope I make it to 20 years. Then I make it to 20, and I said, oh, my Lord, I hope I make it to 30, and on and on and on. And now here I am, almost 60. And it's like, oh, my God, will I make it to 60? Of course I will. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. Now it's like, oh, God, now I'm getting old. Look at all the medicine I got to take, all the doctor's appointments we got to go to. Oh, Lord Jesus. It sucks. But you know what? It's okay. It's part of getting that up in age. It's like fine wine. I almost forgive. I was almost forever 39. So you forgot what age you were after 39, huh? Yes, that's true, Robert. Don't remind me. Today is my dad's birthday and my aunt's birthday. My godmother, which is my dad's sister, their birthdays are today. And my uncle had passed away. Yeah. Only a few months. Yeah, I know. It getting there close. For Johnny, I mean. Yeah, for me, yeah. I know. I knew. All right, let me go into the email and let me see what she got for these. She picked these up at an auction for $3 for the set. It took her 5 months to sell it, and she had it listed for $49.95. And she did take an offer, and she let him have it with no problem and sold them for $30. Took an offer of $30. Mind you, she only paid $3. Not bad, girl. Pretty good sale. Why don't there ever make creamers where you have to actually milk them? I don't know. That's a good question. All right, the next one. This is Archery Semiconductor Reference Guide from 1991 edition of Radio Shack 276-4014 Tandy Guide. Robert ought to know about this book. Show you all the pictures. It's a manual from Radio Shack edition. That is so cool. Good old reference books. Made in the U.S. of A. Oh, wait, did you see the code, the UPC code? That was a lot small numbers there. There wasn't many numbers on that book. All right, so would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, what would you pay for it? Would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it sold for. Let's go to the chat. Robert says, I pay for $1 and keep it. Tina says, pick it up for $3 and keep it. Ashley says she'd pick this up for $1 and sell it for $14.99. TZ says that she'd pay $1 for it and sell it for $10. Work for me, Jay. Angela says she would pass. Jennifer says that she would pick it up for free and sell it for $20. Amy says she'd pick this up for $1 and she would turn it into $25. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you did say free. Jennifer says she'll pick it up for free and sell it for $20. I thought I said that. Okay. I guess I didn't. Paul says I would pass. I would pick this up. Give it to Robert. All right. Any other guests? Thank y'all for the floating hearts. That's greatly appreciated. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Let's see. She got this book at a private pickup and only paid 49 cents for each of the several unused model. Oh, I'm in the wrong one, Joe. Where is it? Oh, yeah, 49 cents per piece. It did take her about 2 years. After we reconstructed the business, took her 5 months to sell, and she did give an offer of 10% off. for $9.99 with 10% off and sold it with an offer for $8.89. Not bad. For only paying 49 cents. All right, this next item. It's a Hasbro. It's a Pokemon. Pikachu! Mini plush. Red Apple 5-inch stuffed animal from 2005. It is a 5-inch stuffed plush. Pikachu! Pikachu! There's the tag on it. 2005. Would you buy this or would you leave it? Was that the pictures? No, there's more. Oh, I see. They repeated. All right. So would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think they sold for. Joanne, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Pikachu, $1, sell it and turn it into 15. Carol, hello, good morning and welcome. Somebody was asking about you. Ellen was questioning how are you and if you were here. And I said, not yet, but there you are. Good morning, Carol. Carol says she would pick it up for $2 and sell it for $25. Little Debbie says she would pick it up for $3 and sell it for $69. Amy says she would pick this up for 50 cents and sell it for $20. I know nothing about no plush. I love doing plush. But I'd pick it up for 50 cents and sell it for $24. Jennifer says, vintage, then I'd pick it up for 50 cents and sell it for $20. TZ says I would pick it up for $2 and sell it for $11.99. Ashley says $3 and pick it up for $3 and sell it for $9 after I convinced myself to not keep it. I hear that. I hear that one, Ashley. Paul says pick this up for $2 and sell it for $25. Wait, Carol, you went on to the East Coast resellers after? I didn't know that because I was watching for a while, but I went to bed. Well, congratulations, little Debbie. Why you don't send me pictures of stuff you sell? I sold a rose-colored plush bear yesterday for $25 on eBay. Wow. She didn't, but the thing did. Oh, okay. Angela says that she would pick this up for $1. Angie's, yeah, $1 and sell it for 18. I gotta start looking at the screen instead of the check because it's so small right there. Let's see what she paid for this. Get back to the email. She picked this up at the Goodwill bins in St. Louis or Kansas City. She picked it up and paid 25 cents. This also took 6 months to sell, and she got full asking price of Lori. Hello, good morning and welcome, Laura. How are you doing? Good to see you. $12.99. And she only paid 25 cents for it. 25 cents and sold it for $12.99. And how are we doing today, Laura? All right, this next item also sent in, and these were also all sent in by Regina, by the way. This is an AMT Earthel International Battery Joe Gibbs Racing Lumina 1 1/4 inch model kit. Says it's new. I love doing model kits, especially if they're new sealed. I'm always leery about if they're open. I'd have to make sure everything was there. There we go. All right. So would y'all buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it's so far. This is from 1992, by the way. I forgot to say that. 1992. Let's get back to the chat. Yeah, that was a great sale. Oh, let's see. You're always calling her Laura. Lori. Yeah, I know. I don't know why I do that. I always do. You got that right. Look at Jennifer knows me. I have to catch myself. Angela says, pick this up for $3 and sell it for $35. Amy says, pick this up for $4 and sell it for $24. And you know what I love about it? Y'all still come back. I like that. Goodwill is selling plush again for $1. Really? Robert says, pick this up for $1 and sell it for $20. I did real good when I went to Hawaii, which I'm working on those videos right now, on some plush that I did at Goodwill in Hawaii. They were all Squishmallows. Even Robert was helping me find some. And I was like, no, that's not Squishmallow. Yeah, it is. And sure enough, it was. Goodwill bid. Yeah, a lot of times, too, you'll find some at the bins. And because you get those by the pound, you could get a lot better price if you got them at the bins. But a lot of times they're dirty. You got to wash them. It's too much work. Ashley says, pick this up for $5 and sell it for $25. I don't like dealing with the bins when it comes to plush. Let me just correct myself and say, I try not to purchase any plush from the bins. So would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, will be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think they might have sold for. TZ says that she would pick this up for $3 and sell it for $25. Laura says that she would grab it for $3.99 and she would turn around and sell it for $30. And again, just remember it is new, but it was an open package. It wasn't sealed, but it was from 1992. So everyone has different ideas of where to shop and what are considered for resale. Yeah, you got to be careful because a lot of times if you buying things, and this is my opinion, the reason I don't buy plush from the bins is because of the fact that the way they throw things around and it gets to the bottom of the bins compartments and they get really dirty. That's why I don't deal with those. Now, if I go to say Goodwill and they're good on the shelf, then yeah, I'll pick them up. But I tend to only pick them up if they're new with tags, unless they sell for really good money. And I can get it for a lot cheaper if they still sell good without new with tags. I'm very picky when it comes to plush, but I do sell good plush. Plush adds soft and sparkly to a store. Yep, that's true. I don't pick up plush at the local Goodwills. They have really hiked up their prices, but I'd really rather buy from the bins. Yeah, but again, it depends on how it looks too. You know, my bins has separate bins for plush. I wish they would have it up here like that. That stuff gets thrown all over the place and it gets to the bottom and it's all dirty and nasty. That's why I don't buy them up here. Yeah, I stay away from those here. At least up here in this area. The ones that we've been to up here. Now, I have been to others where they do keep all the plush together in one, then that's different. But yeah. Yeah, if they're dirty, I don't pick them up. Let's see here. Regina picked this up at a garage sale for $3. Actually, she's bought several of them. It took about 5 months to sell. And she got full asking price, $19.95. She only paid $3 for it. Let's see here. Also half price. Half the time they pick up plush. It doesn't sell the end of the kids' room. Oh, okay. I used to not be able to believe in the plush, but then one day I bought 25 cents at the Salvation Army, and it ended up selling 5 of them in a month. But that's awesome, Laura. Yeah, you got to be very picky with plush. Now, you see like people like Chris, Kajun reseller. It's a lot of things. That's all he does. It's amazing on the stuff the plush he sells. All right, y'all. Our next item up the show also came in from Regina, and this sold on Poshmark. I recognize this one because she brought it up to auction one day, and nobody bought it, so she must have listed it. Let's see. This is the original Mead Trapper Keeper Binder Moon Space 1-inch ring, 2 portfolio pockets. It's also new with the paperwork. New, never used. I remember these. I used to always get these with different themes. And if I'm not mistaken, I had that particular one too once before. Yeah. The Trapper Keeper. Then I had one for every subject. And if it was a bigger, more than an inch, then we wound up using it for multiple subjects. Would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, what would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it might have sold for? Robert says $1 and keep it. Yeah, right, Angela? I do very well with the Disney plush. Okay. Thank y'all for sharing it. Yep, a Trapper Keeper. Angela says $2 and keep it. Tina says $3 and sell for $18. Yeah, I remember these too. Yep. I used to always love the different themes, but I would always get a different theme for each one. We had this place called TG&Y. That was our dollar store back in the day, and that's where I would get mine at. Ashley says pick it up for $5 and sell it for $25. Amy also says pick it up for $5, but she would sell it for $35. I love my Trapper Keepers, colors, folders, tabs, pockets. Sure. Yeah, I hear that. Is this true vintage? I'm not sure what the year was. I don't think it was, but Regina, do you remember what year this was from? Because I didn't see a year. Well, Carol says $1 and keep it. I think it's more modern. I'm not sure. They're the newer ones, Laura. TZ, pick it up for $4 and sell it for $35. Regina says they are the newer style. Thank you for that info, Regina. Yes, they are, Laura. You right about that. Totally good. We had a good one. We had a good one that we used to shop. My grandmother couldn't say TGNY. She would always say TNGY. Bless her heart. Rest her soul. We used to love it. She used to always say TNGY. She'd always put the N before the G. But the one we had was always clean. That's one thing I can say about ours that we used to have back in Louisiana, down south. Yeah, the ones we had in our area when we were south, they were clean. All right. Let's see. Regina picked this up for several of these at her local bin store. She paid $1 each for these. She listed and cross-post these, and she was asking $14. Signed, sealed, and delivered. Oh, she got full asking price, duh, on Poshmark for $14. And she only paid $1. And I remember these because she did bring them up for auction and nobody bought them. West Tulsa was gross and yucky. So it must be locations. I used to love shopping there. When I had first got my first paper route and I was able to buy gifts for my grandmothers, that's where I bought my gifts from. Yeah, they were nice and clean. And again, thank you so much, Regina, for sending me those. And again, y'all can always send them every week. Now we're going to jump. We got coming in now is from Cheryl Bajan Jim. Let me get to those emails from her. All right, this first item from Cheryl is the Welcome to Your Brain by Sandra Wang. Very good condition, and it's a book. Welcome to Your Brain. I wonder if it's a book for school. It was in very good condition. Oh my God, I love it. Two, we are just being smart. I know. That's the fun part about the chat when it's moving like that. It's all good. We're having fun. That's all that matters. Yeah. Amy says, pick it up for free and sell it for 15. Robert says, pick it up for $1 and sell it for 10. You can't remember netting? You need to pick that book up. You need this one? Pick it up for $1 and can't remember nothing, so she would keep it. T said she'd pick it up for $1 and sell it for $12.99. We have Grandma's closet here in. Okay. Yeah, the one we used to have in our area was really clean. That's one thing I was surprised. Again, I was a kid, you know. Regina says, pick this up for $1 and sell it for $35. Veronica says I would pass. Tina, why you airing yourself, girl? What you doing? What you arrowed yourself for? Can you just say I've missed y'all this week? I'm so glad to be. Well, welcome back, Angela. It's always good to have you back. Always coming in the chat, visiting us like that. That's the fun part. Yeah, especially on this day. Book Dragon, I'll keep. Oh, okay. I got it now. Girl, sometimes you just got to spell out that kind of stuff to me. I'm sorry. It went like a squirrel. I thought I wondered if I should start sourcing books. Some books are doing good. It depends on what they are in the subject. Yeah. I remember the one book I picked up, it was from Walmart. And I bought a whole bunch of them because they were very cheap. And they also within a week. And I'm talking about I had like 20 to 30 books I picked up. And they were all under $1. And they sold so fast, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't go back and get any more because I bought them out already. You know what I'm saying? And nobody else had them. Oh, laundry, no wood. Would want a book of mine. Hello, Randy. Oh, yes, indeed. All right, let's see what Cheryl says that she picked this up for. Some books do have value. Let's see here. This has been listed for over 3.5 years. She's had this listed for 3.5 years, but she does not remember what she paid for it because she had it for so long in her storage to retrieve it. Most of my books cost about $2 or less, unless they were free. And she sold it for $10. $10. Not bad. It gets activity in her store. That's all that matters. All right. Now, this next one, when I saw it, I liked the color. And I know Robert would probably keep this and put it in his office for this next item. But let's see what he says. See if I really know him. Almost like Hollywood Squares or something like that. Let's see what he says. This is a K-Cup Keurig Express Essential Single Serving K-Cup Pod Coffee Maker in Pacific Blue. In Pacific Blue. All right, let's show the pictures. It's a pretty blue. Actually, it says 6, 8, or 10 ounces. So yeah, you can have that's like a red one. I like my red. Yeah. Yeah, it's almost like the one we got, except the tank is longer, but this tank is smaller. But it's for a single cup. It looked like they had a year. No, that's not a year. All right. Let's see what the chat's saying. Yeah, that's exactly it. Yep. That's what I believe too, Veronica. Let's see. Unless you can, yeah, it all depends on how much money you have into it. It was a great sale, but it took too long. Let's see. Jay says pick it up for $5 and sell it for $25. Angela says I would pass. Robert says 10 and he would keep it. I told you. I told you. You put that in his office because that's his favorite color. Amy says pick this up for 5 and sell it for 35. Folks, buy them. That's right. You know, Randy really miss Jim's videos. Yeah, the only thing different with this one has only enough water tank reservoir for 1 cup. It's not like ours where we can do up to 10 cups or more. Tina says free and turn it into $18. Veronica says I would pass. Oh, wait, I see what you mean. Yeah, the tank is smaller because it's only for 1 cup at a time. Well, up to 10 ounces is what you can put in there for 1 serving. I wish that they make K-cups illegal. You can recycle them. Had to pop, and mine was new and unopened. Another eBay glitch. Let me see. Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah. Interesting. Let me go to your store and see if I can find it directly. That is interesting, huh? Interesting. All right, let me see if I can do this. I don't know why it happens that way. But I'm gonna have to go the back way and find it. Then I'm gonna go to sold. Thank you for letting me know that, Cheryl. And you know, I should have looked at the name on it. Wow, a lot of these are selling too. Okay, well, I can't find yours. I'm looking. Why did it do that? I'm trying to find her original listing. All right, that's interesting because I'm on your page. That's not you. Oh, here we go. Why is it not letting me find your page? All right, I'm gonna have to start looking more. All right, she said hers is new sealed. This is not hers, but I'll let you know what she sold it for because I don't see it. But I'm looking. Is it the same color, Cheryl? I'm looking for your the sold items. Or is it a different color? I think I just found it. Yep, I think I just found it. All right, let me do this real quick. I found it. I'm gonna do this and bring this off for a minute. And then I'm gonna bring this up because this is actually her listing. There we go. All right, enlarge that one. Where's all right. Now I can bring it back up because I got the price hidden. There we go. All right, this is actual Cheryl's one. Why it does that, I don't know. But I'm glad you said something. This is the actual one. It's in new in box. So that may change your idea of what you might pick it up for and what you sell it for. There's so much more. Everybody's saying hello to each other, still talking back and forth. Sorry about that, I had to change it. I love that color. Yeah. It was a teal color. Yep, there it is right there. Press. I would change mine from $5 and turn it into $25. So it is new in box. Brand new. All right, she picked this up at Wally World on Clarence. You know me and Clarence. She did pick it up for $20. She bought it for herself, but got home with the dual system, local auction, decided to sell it, and she took an offer. And she took that offer, $53. It says 53, but she took an offer for $45. She sold it for $45. I don't know why it does that. I'm gonna have to check the others too. All right, so I got that one. I can close that one. I want to make sure the others are yours too. I can close that one. Yep, the other two are yours. Interesting how it does that. All right, this next item is also from Cheryl. This is a Fontanini Roman Incorporated Collection 5-inch Glory Angel with box. Gloria Angel with box. Interesting hook. Looks like it's made of resin. And it's got its paperwork. Oh, it hangs up in the top of the nativity set. I sold the nativity set like that already. That it had the angel just like that, but it was part of the set. Let's see. Robert says he would pass. Don't forget Amy's auctions today starting at 3. Asher says she'd pay $1 and sell it for $19. Amy says she'd pick this up for $1 and sell it for $35. Ashley says she'd pick it up for $1 and sell it for $9. TZ says she would pick it up for $2 and sell it for $25. Regina says pick this up for $1 and sell it for $18. If you like this type of show for every Friday, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, but also hit the hearts in the chat. Fill the chat up with hearts, or even the floating hearts if you would, please. Do we have anyone else taking a guess? If you would buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, what would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it sold for? Veronica says she would pass. I've sold this one before, but with the set of the nativity set. All right, let me get back to the email. Yeah, it is, Amy. She picked this up at a Goodwill for $2. It did take a month and a half to sell, but she did take an offer and sold it for, mind you, she only paid $2 for it. Sold it for $21.99. Sold it for $21.99 and picked it up for $2 and only took a month and a half to sell. All right, this next item again is from Cheryl. And let me get to that one. This is a hearth and hand with magnolia wood plain, made out of wood. Is there like one of those little wooden dial people that sit in the plane? I think we used to have those when we had the little Holiday Inn sets. This is from March of 2022. The paint on it's still good too. So would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, what would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it sold for? Robert says pass. TZ also says she would leave it. Pass. No want it. No. Let somebody else pick it up. Amy says pick this up for $5 and sell it for $25. Reading the email. Come on. Regina says pick it up for $2 and sell it for $25. Carol says I like it when they put a ruler in. Yeah, I do that a lot, especially with jewelry, brooches and things like that. I try to anyway. Unless it's in new in box. I like bananas for scale. I've never seen a banana for scale, but I have seen a lot with people use quarters as a measurement. That is pretty funny, though. I've never seen that before. Oh, okay. Meow. That went right over my head, just like the plane. Yeah. You have to be there. Yeah. All right. Anyone else? LOL. See banana for scale in my dual group all the time. All right. So she picked this up at a Goodwills, I'm sorry, for $2. She had it listed for $22.35. You know me, when somebody sends an offer, what we do? We let them have it with no problem, right? Well, she did just that, and she let him have it for $15. She had him let him have it for $15. Thank y'all for sending those in for the show. Now we're going to go on over to some more that I sold. Next item. Thank you, Paul. I got your email for next Friday. We already got the first item for next Friday is would you buy it or would you leave it? Already in my email, and it is starred, ready to go. If you're still here, thank you, Paul. All right. Thank you so much for that. This is a Ford V8 van of a 1934 Longens watch Swiss Precision with a case, a plastic case around it in mint condition. It is actually a bank. It is actually a bank. It's an advertisement piece, and it was a bank. And it had the key in the bottom, of course. So would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, would be the most you pay for it and how much you think it sold for? She paid what? She paid $2 for it. Yeah, she only paid $2 for it. Robert says pay $2 and keep it. I know why, because of his watch collection. Patrick, hello, good morning and welcome, and how are you doing? And Amy says pick this up for $8 and sell it for $45. Tina says that she would pick this up for $2 and sell it for $39.99. Cheryl says that she'd pick this up for $2 and sell it for $35. And what was neat about this one, it was in a plastic case cover. That's how I bought it. Would anyone else? Would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, what would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it's sold for? Regina comes in and says that she would pick it up for $10 and sell it for $60. Well, this one, and again, do not be afraid to shop at antique malls. I picked this one up at an antique mall. Before I say anything, Angela came in and said she would pick it up for $4 and then she would sell it for $48. Pick it up for $4 and sell it for $48. Well, I picked this up at an antique mall. The place that I bought this at, the particular booth, was having a 50% off sale. If not, it was higher. But my cost for this item was $2. I picked it up for $2, and I did give, someone sent me an offer, and I accepted it. You know me, I'm going to let them have it with no problem. Well, I had it listed for $29.62, and they sent me an offer for $20, and I let them have it with no problem. I only paid $2 for it. So I let them have it for $20. And I had it listed since December the 11th of 2023. I listed this on December the 11th of 2023. So yeah, I'll let them have it for $20. I sure did. Yep. I sure did. All right, let me make sure they're still there before I go any further. Making sure it's just pictures. Yeah. All right, this next item is a vintage 1980s Dana Buchman crystal rhinestone silver tone choker necklace. And I didn't see Miss Denise or Miss Josie here yet this morning, but I think Miss Denise might remember this one, and Miss Josie might remember this one. That's the back of it. There's the tag, the hang tag, the actual tag. So would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, what would be the most you pay for it and how much you think it's sold for? Actually, it is, because it was only 17 inches, little Debbie. It was only 17 inches long. Leave it for Johnny. Yeah, it was only 17 inches long. And it didn't take long to sell either. Angela says pick it up for $5 and sell it for $25. Anyone else? Would you buy it or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, what would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it's sold for? Regina says pick it up for $8. And she would sell it for $45. I picked this up from Miss Josie for $8. And I took an offer. Little Debbie says pick it up for $3 and sell it for $23. I did pick this up from Miss Josie for $8. And I did sell it for an offer to a watcher. I had it listed for $29.25. And I took an offer for $25. And I had this one listed since November the 12th of 2025. And this sold last week. And I got it from Miss Josie. Let's see here. Actually, it was 18 inches. 18 inches long. Yeah. All right, this next item. Now, this is a vintage 1980s signed Napier flexible gold tone chunky 7-inch bracelet. It's very unique. Take it away, Johnny. There's your Napier. It had a fold-over clasp. The clasp was a little scratchy. So would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it sold for. I offered up a nice new tagged necklace yesterday for $12 and it was passed on. Come back Tuesday, I'll show it again. Robert said, take it away, Johnny. It is pretty. Regina says, pick it up for $5 and sell it for $26. Work it cutting into YouTube time this morning. Well, thank you, Veronica. I understand if you do have to go. Amy says, pick it up for $6 and sell it for $29. Cheryl says, pick it up for $8 and sell it for $46. Jennifer says, pick it up for $3 and sell it for $30. Ashley says, I'd pick this up for $5 and sell it for $25. Not as pretty as your face, Veronica. Aww. Earning them brownie points. You go, Patrick. Well, this one, I did pay $10 for it. I picked it up from Mark and Mike on their auction for $10. And it didn't take long to sell, that's for sure. I had this listed on February the 11th. I just listed this on February 11th. And it sold February 12th. Could I have listed it for her? Sure. But I still got my money back for $29.26. It only took a day and a half to sell. A day and a half. Now, this next item. And a final one for the show. Birthday luck rubbed off on you. All right, so this is a vintage rare New Orleans Rex. If anybody knows anything and you don't know anything about Rex, look it up. It is the longest riding Carnival Club parade on Mardi Gras Day. Rex is known for their big, extravagant parade in New Orleans. This is for the crew of Mardi Gras Rex Parade crew. If you were on, these were gifts that were given to those on the court. That's the only way you can get these. And it's got the Mardi Gras crew crystal crown, gold tone earrings. These were loose without the original box. So I put them on a card. The crew of Rex. And I could not find any exactly like this when I went to list them. I had these in my own personal collection for a while. I never wore them. But yeah, I had them in my collection for quite a while. So would you buy these or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, what would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think you can sell it for? Robert says, pick this up for $10 and sell it for $99. Regina says, pick it up for free and sell it for $80. Amy says, pick this up for $2 and sell it for $15. I had 2 pairs of these, by the way. The other one is still listed. It's actually in its original gift box it comes in that I have it listed on eBay and Poshmark and Etsy. And that's an interesting story about these. I picked these up while I was living in Louisiana. and kept them in my own collection for quite a while. Ashley says, pick this up for $5 and sell it for $15. Yes, Rex. Hello, Robin. You know what Rex is. I know you know. You know I know you know. Yep, the Carnival Club Rex. Mine's listed for higher. Now remember, these are not in its box. It's not in its original packaging. Yeah. So would you buy these or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, what would be the most you pay for it and how much you think it's so far? I don't know anything about the Rex, but they're pretty. Yeah, it just Google it. There are some that looks like mine that's for that price, but it's not mine because these sold. The ones I have listed are higher. Oh, yeah, because I have the original box with it. The one that's listed. Little Debbie says, pick it up for $18 and sell it for $89. That means you're cheating, Jennifer. Okay, I picked this up in a jewelry lot back in Louisiana at an estate sale. This is from Louisiana. But I had these in my own personal collection. From the estate sale in a jewelry drawer for 48 cents was my cost for the earrings. I put them on a card just so I can have them ready. You said Google it. Yeah, I know. But they're not. These sold for $139.25. And I listed these on November the 8th of 2025. And I only paid 48 cents for them. Now, I do have another one on eBay, but they have the original box, which is right here. Here's the other ones I have. And those I have listed for $169.25 because I listed them in 2025. So if you look this one up in eBay, that is actually my other pair, but it came in its original gift box that it comes in. If you look that one up, that is mine. Yes, this was listed last year. And I sold it for $139.25. I looked at it this way. I've been having it sitting in my collection for that long and never wore them. Why not list them? Sell them. Yeah. So, yeah. So that concludes our show for today on the Would You Buy or Would You Leave It? How you like I did that? Let me close some of these tabs because I got too many open. Makes me have anxiety with these. All right. Thank y'all. Remember, if you would like to be part of the show and send me your items that sold, make sure you email me at CajunRootsReseller@gmail.com with your items. And in the email, make sure you include the link to the item it's sold on from the platform it's sold on. In the email, make sure you include where you purchased it, how much you bought it for, and if you took an offer, what was that offer for? And if you know how much and how long it took to sell. Put all that in the email. And I'll be glad to have it on the next week's show. Make sure it is in my inbox before 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on the following Friday. All right, I'm dropping all of Jennifer's links. If you have not checked them out, her eBay store, her Etsy store, her YouTube channel, and buy her a milkshake. As y'all know, she's been dropping your links in the chat while y'all coming in. as y'all chatting, I do love the way your brain works, Jennifer. Together, and there's the one that I have that's listed. It didn't sell yet. I bought a necklace and pendant in New Orleans that turned out to be a crew gift. Yeah. A lot of times this kind of stuff is only given to those that are on the Carnival crew, on the actual group. For example, this is one that we got for our Carnival club that Robert and I used to be in, Crew of King Arthur, that Robert and I used to ride. What's up, Gate Smasher? Hello, good morning, and welcome, and how are you doing? Good to see you. Bacon to you, too. A Carnival Club is like a Mardi Gras parade group. It's where you're a part of a Carnival Club. That's why it's called Carnival Club, or in this case, it was the Crew of King Arthur. They ride every year. There's some that don't ride at all. Some just have a Carnival Club. It has to do with Mardi Gras. Right. No, I wasn't in. No. That's just their. Yeah. No, I wasn't in there in 1977. Yeah, that was the date they were founded. Nope. Exactly. I just want to show that that's stuff that we get. Never heard of that one. Robin, where was that at? In Mississippi? I've never heard of that one. I hope everything goes well, little TZ. Yeah, look, in Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, they know how to throw. They throw a parade for anything. Well, you know how you see when the football teams win the Super Bowl and they go home to their hometown and throw a parade? That's something similar to that, but it's an actual group. People, you have to pay membership, you have to pay for your uniforms, you have to pay to ride and your buys and throws and all that stuff. It's a lot of cost. Yeah, that was not the year I was in there. It was the year that I found it. Well, if anybody would like to come on, you're more than welcome to do that. The link is at the top of the chat. And because I see my numbers are going down, if anybody would like to come on after the show has ended and you have any questions, concerns, or you have anything you would like to go over or need help with, make sure you come on in. The link is at the top of the chat. I'm heading to a Mardi Gras party today. Should last all weekend. Wow. Yeah, they party all year, all the time. So as I say before I end each and every show, hope everybody has a great weekend. Stay warm. Hopefully you can stay safe and find some good sourcing if you go out sourcing anywhere. But if you'd like to come on, that link is at the top of the chat when the show ends. And as I say before I end each and every show, love always. Love is always free. Please be kind to one another till we meet into another chat. Have a blessed and fabulous day. And until we meet again, have a safe and fabulous weekend. And until we meet again, later. Peace out. And y'all come back now. You hear? Come on. There we go.
First in the mornings, originally from the Bayou State of Louisiana. Here at Cajun Roots Reseller, you make me an offer and I'll take it. You got the dollars, go see Johnny, he's got it all. Let him have it, with no problem, see the special